feel like they're failing at wellness, when really, the plans that they're trying to follow were never built for their real lives in the first place. Hi, welcome to Let's Talk Ladies Lifestyle with Laur. I'm Coach Laur, so happy you're here today. And this conversation, I kind of just want to get straight into it because it's a really important one, and I feel like a lot of you need to hear it, especially as we're coming into summertime. I'm for sure starting to feel it. I have always had larger legs. I've always been, thick-thighed girl ever since I was little. No matter what weight I've been at, my lowest, my highest, I've always had big legs. And sometimes I still catch myself really, hyperfixating on them and really hating how things look in them and not wanting to wear certain things because, oh, my thighs, yada, yada, yada. And that's the frustrating part, right? It's that you can know everything in the book, you can know it all, know what to do, and still, you're still having those thoughts. And then you get mad at yourself for having those thoughts and still having those thoughts because you think you make progress, take a step back. It's a lifelong thing. When you're body dysmorphic and you just have self-esteem issues, it's a lifelong struggle. And a lot of women struggle with this quietly. Some openly, a lot more quietly. And that internalized negative self-talk, yeah, we're all doing it. And we all got it, but it's how we react, respond, and deal with it is how, you can tell the difference between dealing with it the right way and dealing with it the not so right way. Because that internalized negative self-talk, it doesn't just hurt your feelings. It can actually be the greatest hinder to your progress, as it doesn't allow you to keep moving forward. It completely changes the way that you look at yourself and how you feel about the goals that you have been reaching. You can take one look in the mirror in one outfit that you don't like, and all of that progress that you've made flies right out the window in that moment. And I get it. I have it happen to me a lot. Even after losing 40 pounds, I still sometimes look in the mirror and it can ruin my whole mood by how I feel like I look. And it's how I feel like I look, not how I actually look. And the irony of it all is the amount of times that is the case, I'm feeling crappy, not good about myself. I'll get a bunch of compliments from friends, whoever I'm going out with. I love your outfit, you look great, oh my goodness, what have you been doing? I constantly get that one, especially from the older generation. Almost every single time I see someone from the older generation, what are you doing to lose weight? How are you losing weight? And it's so funny because I don't really have anything to tell them. Because I'm like, I'm not doing anything. Because I'm really not. I'm eating things in moderation, and I'm just being super mindful about what I'm putting into my body and the amount of what I'm putting into my body. Trying to eat cleaner, trying to really focus on the ingredients, not always just the numbers. That's a big one. But that negative self-talk is your biggest enemy and the biggest hinder to your progress. And most of the time, it's not actually the specific instance or whatever that sets you back. It's that narrative that you attach to it afterwards. Like missing a workout and thinking, oh, I'm so lazy, I should be doing something and moving my body right now, but instead I'm just sitting here. You may eat more than you planned or not get to track your food properly. And you may think, oh, I have no self-control, I can't do anything correctly. And the biggest one, especially with social media, comparing yourself to other people and thinking, well, why can't I just look like that? I'm doing everything that they're telling me to do. Why can't I just look like that? I don't understand. Because we're not all the same. And social media has unfortunately made us think that we should all look the same, act the same, talk the same, do the same things, and we're all gonna reach that same goal. And that's the beauty of human beings. We're not all the same, and that's the best part because we all get to create our own paths of life. It's not meant to be shared with the rest of the world all the time. You're supposed to have individuality. You're supposed to, be unique and do things how you feel you should do them. Just because Keto Girl 248 on Instagram told you to stop eating every single carb on the planet Earth does not mean that that's what's right. I think as women, we just get so frustrated with ourselves and throw our hands up and are just like, screw this, obviously it's not working, I'm just gonna do what they're all doing. And that's when you start that cycle of constantly trying new diets, constantly trying new things, switching it up all the time, but things take time to work and start to show results. If you're not getting the results you want in a week or two, and you're like, well, this obviously isn't working, I gotta try something else. But you're never giving your body a chance to catch up to you. So not giving your body a chance to catch up to you and then getting mad at your body for not giving you the results that you want, not gonna really help you in the long term. But those thoughts, oh, I'm so lazy, oh, why can't I just look like that? That's what starts the downward spiral. It starts that vicious cycle. And I did a whole episode on this. You can check it out. It's episode 5, where I talked about how I'm just not happy at all with where I'm at in my body at the moment, how I'm feeling. I just came back from my honeymoon. Dieting habits haven't been great, and I still have not been able to get out of those crappy dieting habits. I've been eating out so much, it's like not even funny. We've been having dinner out almost like every meal, or ordering out every meal, and I don't know what this weird funk I'm in, but it's definitely taking a toll on me mentally, and it's definitely bringing back those haunting negative self-talks and things that I thought I had passed and finally gotten over, and didn't want to ever have to deal with the thought process of these things again. But it's here, and it's happening. The only way to get over it is go through it. And that's the thing. I know that I'll feel so much better if I start doing the vitamins and the supplements again. I start getting into routine. I start cooking meals, actually having 3 meals a day. I know all these things, and it would help me so much, and I'm wondering why I'm so tired and feeling exhausted and fatigued. Yeah, of course I'm feeling fatigued because I'm fueling my body with crap. So, I know the answers to these questions, but still I continue to do it. And it's the part that I wish I had an answer for. I really wish I had an answer for, and if someone has the answer to this, please let me know, because I will give you my life savings. It's not a lot, but I'll still give it to you. And pre-wedding, I was really trying to be on top of my game. I was probably the leanest I've been. And everyone says that for their wedding, and I'm not going to be one of those women that's like, oh, I was 90 pounds on my wedding day, because I wasn't. Trust me, I was not. I was a healthy weight, but the leanest I have personally been, and now, gained a little bit of happy weight here and there, probably around 5 or so pounds. And I'm noticing it. I carry my weight in my stomach and my legs, like many women, stomach, hips, legs region. So I'm starting to just notice I'm feeling a bit puffier, and I'm like, oh, well, it is also the time of the month, so maybe that has to do with it. But even as the time of the month is coming to a close, still kind of a little puffier than I'm liking. And while I'm filming this, 4th of July weekend is coming up, and I'm just struggling with the idea of a bathing suit, and, it's going to be 1 trillion degrees if you're on the east coast of the United States. During the first week of July, you know how hot it's been, in the hundreds, feeling like 110 plus. So obviously wearing minimal clothing, definitely bringing out the insecurities. After my workout yesterday, I was wearing a really tight, spandex tank top bralette thingy, and then biker shorts. So tight on tight is not usually my thing. I don't really feel comfortable in it. I get really self-conscious. And I had to, run a couple errands after my workout, and usually I'll throw something over it, but there was no way in hell I was throwing anything over me. It was way too hot. I had already worked out, so I was sweating. So I was like, screw it, I'll just go in the store. And I was uncomfortable, definitely. It was definitely something that pushed me out of my comfort zone for sure, but I did it, and I was okay, and nothing happened. And I take that as a little victory, because even if I felt crappy about myself, even if I was in my own head, I was really working, against it, and didn't let it stop me from going into the store or doing, what I had to do. And that's definitely progress. So I try to look at the bright side of things, that's definitely progress. There was a time where I just wouldn't go into the store. I would have just had to go a different day, would have had to go a different time, or go home and get changed, or something. Do something. But I did it. And I was like, you did the damn thing. And I think as women, we're just so hard on ourselves. I just know there's so many women out there that are just feeling like they can't do this anymore, feeling just burnt out, not able to do this diet crap anymore. Nothing's budging, the scale's not moving, I'm not happy, I'm mentally in a bad place, so why am I even gonna try? I'm just gonna just keep eating and do what I wanna do. And obviously, this negative self talk that I experience, so many clients and other women experience, it's not, I don't wanna say it's normal because it's not. Like, we shouldn't have to be feeling this way, but it's a societal thing, and, different standards being pushed onto us, and, different lifestyle upbringings and influences, and the internet, please, is every nutrition coach's biggest damn enemy. Anyone in the health profession, actually. Anyone in any kind of health profession. AI and social media are our number one enemies at the moment. Just because of the spread of misinformation and thinking, oh, I can just type this into AI and of course it's going to give you an answer like, yeah, you're totally right. It doesn't ever want to be responsible. It's going to give you different answers constantly. It's not something that's reliable. It's not something that's reliable for nutrition advice. It's not something that's reliable for mental health advice. It's supposed to be used as a tool, and when it's utilized as a tool properly, it can do some great things. That's the common theme with a lot of things in this world. It's just the misuse, the overuse of certain aspects of certain things that cause all of these issues. And when you just keep constantly telling yourself that you're failing or you can't do this, your brain's going to look for those reasons. It's going to search for those reasons, and it's going to just keep putting yourself down. You just keep putting yourself down, and it's not helping anyone. It's not. It's just not beneficial at all whatsoever. And yeah, of course it's easier said than done. Well, just don't think like that. Be positive. Okay, yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that one. But it's just not that simple. And it takes time. And I know that's the theme of every episode. I understand, but it really is just the overall theme of life and reaching the goals and having a healthy lifestyle. It's just, nothing's ever linear, nothing's ever clean cut, and nothing's ever simple. Life's complex, life's messy, and that's okay. But talking down to ourselves and having all this negative self-talk, it's not helping anyone. It's not helping you. And I know that, and I know you know that. We all know that. So how do you fix it? And mind you, obviously you're not just going to be able to be like one day, oh, I'll just be positive, all fixed. Because that's what I felt like. I used to think progress meant I wasn't going to have these thoughts anymore. But honestly, I feel like the only way you can make progress is by noticing these things. And the sooner you notice them, the sooner you can kind of work on fixing them. It's not allowing one thought or one experience to become your entire identity. So what I'm saying is, there's not really a way to fix it. You're going to have those thoughts. It's not about just completely getting rid of that spiral, because you're going to have the thoughts. You're going to get upset. It's about shortening that spiral and stopping it in its tracks. Instead of just immediately saying, I'm lazy, I have no control, I can't do anything right. Maybe just take a step back and say, well, what's actually happening here? Have I gotten enough sleep? Is there anything in my life going on right now that may be affecting how I'm, reacting to this situation? Have I nourished myself with nutrients and water and kept myself healthy? The main goal is to get curious with yourself before you just completely pounce in and go directly to those thoughts. It's to kind of backtrack and ask those questions to yourself. Well, what are the circumstances that have gotten me to this point? And backtracking and reflecting on those things usually can bring you to a place of a lot more kindness to yourself and giving yourself some empathy and cutting yourself a break sometimes. Because sometimes the answer isn't that you lack discipline. Sometimes it's just that you're exhausted, or you haven't eaten enough, or that you're just damn human. So the final thoughts I kind of want to leave you with today is this. The way that you talk to yourself and that self-talk is an important part of your progress in that moment. Your road can split one of either way. You can continue down that path of negative self-talk, or you can take the path of curiosity and get a better idea of the reasoning behind this thought in the first place. Because you can be handed the best meal plan, the best workout guide, the best information. Hell, you can be having weight loss shots. But if every imperfect moment or slip up turns into a catastrophic event, it's just gonna feel like you're starting over every single day. And that's not what this is meant to feel like. That is not ever the goal of how you should be feeling in any nutrition, health, wellness program of any sort whatsoever. And if you are, it's not the right one for you. But LifeTrack might be. Our LifeTrack program really helps women focus on all aspects of their health. That includes internal self-talk. It's a 4+ month coaching program experience with yours truly, and we're actually launching a brand new beta program at a insanely low rate at the moment. We're trying to get a couple of women in to kind of test it out. If this is something you think might be interesting, I definitely would check it out in the show notes below. If you liked the episode, please be sure to share, like, subscribe, all the fun things, and make sure to come back because we do new episodes each week. Now let's work to build a life you love together. Bye, guys.